our viewers on Synergy TV, all of our viewers on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, all of our listeners on U975 FM Multicultural Radio, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb. Have your pen, your paper nearby, a little notebook, Conversations with Zelisa, so you can take notes. And you know what? Important numbers that will be helpful for you and your loved ones, all right? Also your phone, so you could store those numbers. That will be helpful for you later on. In Master Control and directing this morning, Hisham Costello, on behalf of our team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a terrific day today. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday the 19th of September 2023. It is a day and time we will never have the opportunity to have again. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. And our quote says, "A mistake that makes you humble is better than an achievement that makes you arrogant." And I want to repeat this again. I think it's a deep message. Thank you, Hisham. A mistake that makes you humble is better than an achievement that makes you arrogant. I love it. Very nice. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out. They've extended their location, their stay in La Romaine, which will be closing on the 2nd of October. So check them out for all of their daily deals. As you know, we're into Ganesh Utsav 2023. So you're looking for that special outfit, shoes, accessories, you know, all of those murtis, gift items. Please check them out. It's a one-stop shop. And they're going to have those Garba nights this Navratri. Looking forward to that already. And you remember to check out their food area as well. All right, so remember, it's all happening. Fab India Expo, check them out. And they've extended their stay in La Romaine. Let's say good morning and a very warm welcome going out to Mr. Chankar Ramtahal, Social Welfare Advisor. So nice to have you with us today. It seems as if I haven't seen you for a long time.
Yes.
But it's great having you with us. You know, on a daily basis, I would get calls or questions from people asking me questions with regards to social welfare and things like that, when you're coming back on the show. So we're just really very elated and happy to have you. Welcome again.
Thank you very much, Zelisa, and this is my pleasure to be here as usual to share whatever knowledge and information I have to the benefit of our population, all right? And more so our needy population, whether it's the elderly or those who are disabled or, you know, displaced for one reason or the other. So it is really my pleasure to be here. And as I start, I would like to say a very good morning to my ailing sister in Diego Martin. I haven't seen her for a while, but it is, she's always in my mind, and you know, and so that I want to wish her and the entire family all the best for a pleasant day and a pleasant week ahead as well.
Nice.
This morning, we are discussing the life certificate exercise, Zelisa. And the life certificate exercise is a program aligned to the old age pensioners.
Right.
Okay? The life certificate exercise, as the title says, is an exercise to ensure that the pensioner or the recipient of the benefit is alive.
Right.
That's why it's called a life certificate exercise. No, that's one of the main application is that the pensioner must be alive. But more than that, we must remember that unlike national insurance, we do not contribute during our working years towards the program of old age, the social welfare program.
Correct.
We do not contribute to that. It's an act of government, whichever government is in power, to assist our citizens who are deemed to be in need.
Right.
Okay, that's the purpose of it. So there are qualifying conditions to receive old age pension. One, you must be 65 years old. Two, your income must not exceed $5,500 per month. And three, you must be living in Trinidad and Tobago. So those grants, whether it's public assistance, old age pension, disability, and so on, apply to those citizens who are living in Trinidad. It is not payable if you are living outside of Trinidad and Tobago.
And you know, Mr. Ramtal, given the current situation, you do have a lot of people who are looking at trying to get out of Trinidad.
Right.
There are people who have been living abroad for many, many years, and they also understand the hardships that our citizens are facing. So a lot of the people who are living out of Trinidad, sometimes they say to their parents, elderly parents, here, look, I can't come to take care of you, but why don't you come and spend a couple months or a couple weeks and things like that. Or they sometimes go and help them with their children so they could go to work. Many different reasons.
Yes.
But for those, and I think this is something that we're also going to be touching on today with regards to the pensioners who are receiving pension in Trinidad and Tobago but living abroad. And so we're going to identify what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. Yeah?
Exactly. Right. Unfortunately, the regulations have not catered for that as yet. You understand? These regulations were formulated when circumstances were normal.
Right.
I mean, the fact that we have an overwhelming crime rate in Trinidad is a key factor in determining people wanting to go abroad, if they have children living abroad, if they have other relatives who are willing to accept them.
You're correct.
Yeah?
I think in every household, you would be aware of people who have left
Someone,
or who
yes,
are
at least,
looking,
that's right.
are trying to leave or to get out, or those who are saying to their children, look, I really don't see any future here for you. Take the opportunity and try to get out of, of this country.
Yes.
Could we blame them? No.
No. And I mean, you would know, and I mean, I'm sure you would have relatives who are already contemplating that or already who have done that.
And would refuse to come back.
That's right. You know, so, I mean, it is very unsafe in this country. It is very unsafe. And I mean, the way things are happening, we are hopeless. I mean, we have murders every day. And there's numerous calls for the removal of the Minister of National Security, hoping that this situation can be corrected. And there's no response to that.
Nothing is happening to
that has fallen on deaf ears.
The
Prime Minister seems unconcerned about it. And he seems to be happy with the performance of the National Security Minister, unlike the majority of the citizens of our country. You know, so that is sad. So it's like we are living in a hopeless situation. Many of our citizens are frustrated. When you have a conversation on that, we tell that the first thing besides your health is your safety. Yeah, your activities, your
can't be living in fear like this. You're not safe. You just really, you may not, I mean, a lot of people may say, well, you know, those people that get murdered or whatever, gang wars and this and that, and they do wrong things and illegal things. But the point is, they're innocent people who may be nearby, standing nearby, and unfortunately may be a victim because, you follow?
Yes.
You go to the supermarket, you have to go to the supermarket to get your groceries and supplies. And what happens? Somebody go to hold up and they bullet, and you get, they're beating up the security officers. These people don't work for a lot of money.
You see, and what we don't realize is this uneasiness, this fear, this uncertainty can lead to a rise in mental depression and mental illness for normal citizens.
You raise a very important point.
Yes.
Mental health is real.
Yes, it is.
You're about to say, as your dog back, you're scared. It's
That's
true.
right.
But it's true.
It is true. I am telling you what people tell me. As soon as your dog bark in the night, you're in fear.
Jump into bed to see
That's
what's
right,
going
to see
on.
what is
As you hear a little noise, sometimes it's nothing, you know, and you skip hearts, you're scared. You're double checking your doors. We're not safe anymore.
Your level of socialization, visiting friends and family after
That's a no-no
that's
for
a
me.
no-no too.
That's a no-no for me.
Yeah.
At a certain time, I'm in my house and in my house. No, I'm not leaving.
There are certain areas I don't even think of venturing to enter, Zelisa.
Do you know how many functions I get invited to and I decline because I'm telling you, I'm not going to be on the road in late hours.
And our Prime Minister is happy with the performance of the National Security Minister, and the citizens are now left hopeless that any improvement will take place in the near
You're
future.
working hard to live in a gated community to think that you're safe and you're still not safe there.
That's right.
So, you know.
And there is a report that the police service is short of about 12 to 1,400 members.
1,400 if
and
my
nothing
memory
is being
serves me
done
right. Nothing is
any
being done to fill that.
emergency situation.
They're already burdened, so you can't really blame the police.
No, I'm not blaming the police.
I know, I'm
but,
saying
yeah.
they are already burdened with what's happening.
Right.
So this is the program Conversations with Zelisa, and you know, we are today talking about pensioners, and when we return after our first break, we're certainly going to open up the telephone line, give you the opportunity to call in with your questions or concerns. Today we're going to elaborate a little bit on the issue of pensioners living abroad. You know, what they're entitled to, what they're not entitled to once you choose to leave the country for a certain time. All right, so we're certainly going to be discussing that and a whole lot more when we return. You started off talking about the exercise with regards to the life certificate. It is important that you know you have to appear.
That's right. Once a year, at least
once a year. You need to appear there in person so they could validate, yes, this person is alive.
Right. Okay, the life certificate exercise is done monthly. So if you start receiving pension, let's say in January, every January you have to go back to your office and sign what we call a register, the life certificate exercise register, where your name is listed as a recipient and you have to produce your ID card, your birth certificate, your passport to make sure you're living in Trinidad, and a proof of to confirm your address. Now it is important to know that social welfare benefits, whether it's old age pension, public assistance or disability, are not payable while you're out of the country. Those grants are an act of government, and any government that is in power, it's an act of that government to upkeep you in Trinidad and Tobago. That is important. Those grants we do not contribute to, like national insurance and other benefits, or other plans that which you contribute to. We do not contribute to the social welfare benefit system. It is an act of government to assist our needy citizens, whether by age or by illness or disability, towards your upkeep in Trinidad and Tobago. It is not payable while you are living abroad.
A gentle reminder to all of our dear listeners and our viewers. We are not talking about the national insurance today. That is not our topic. Our topic is based on the issue of pensioners living abroad for those who get social welfare assistance. Mr. Chankar Ramtahal is a social welfare advisor. We are not. I've already started getting messages on NIS, and unfortunately that's not what we're talking about today. So if those questions come in, I will not talk about them, and I'm not going to respond to it. So again, I'm reminding you today it's about, please sir.
Just one point before we go to a break.
Certainly.
We contribute to national insurance. We pay towards our national insurance benefits.
Yes.
So that you could go and live in Mars and still receive it.
And you still receive it in whichever bank. That's correct. Yeah, it's sent to wherever you live or wherever you're at, because that was, you're very correct. Thanks for raising that point. And that is the difference with national insurance with regards to the social welfare. The national insurance is what you would have contributed to over the years, which would give you certain benefits, and whether you choose to live in Trinidad or wherever you live, you will get those benefits. However, when it comes to social welfare, that's completely different. This is an act given by the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and you get it, you have to qualify for it. All right, you don't just get it. you qualify. Yeah. So with that, let's go to these important messages. When we return, you can send me your WhatsApp messages. You can call in at 3847142. A gentle reminder, when you send, when you're calling in, take the volume down on your television, take the volume down on your radio. If you're listening to us, then call in, speak into the phone. Again, you can also send your WhatsApp messages with regards to social welfare questions. That's what we'll respond to. Let's go to these important messages. Stay with us.
India in Style Expo has declared its final extension. Located just behind KFC next to Fun Station La Romaine, will definitely be closing on Monday 2nd October. South Trinidad, Shamfor Ganesh Utsav, Navratri and Diwali. Enjoy delicious vegetarian Indian food. India in Style Expo, located behind KFC next to Fun Station La Romaine from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're also open on weekends.
Bollywood Garba Night at the Mid-Center Mall Dome on the 14th of October. Garba, Bollywood Music and Dance Festival. Best 3 dancers win big. Tickets for flat $100 starts 7 p.m. until late. Mark the date, Sunday 14th October, first time ever in Trinidad. Bollywood Garba Night on the 14th of October at the Mid-Center Mall Dome.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all of our dear viewers on Synergy TV, all those of you on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, and all of our listeners near and far on U975 FM Multicultural Radio, thank you so much for choosing us. Today I'm in conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramtal, Social Welfare Advisor, and we're talking about the social welfare. So if you may have any questions regarding social welfare and grants, special grants, assistance for those in need, you're free to call us at 3847142. That number again, 3847142. A gentle reminder, when you do call, please remember to take the volume down on your television, take the volume down on your radio, then call, speak into the phone. All right. Also, you're welcome to send your WhatsApp messages to 3847142, and I will be happy to read any questions or any concerns you may have regarding social welfare to Mr. Ramtal. So to the calls that were coming in during the break, 3847142, please feel free to call us now, and Mr. Ramtal will be happy to listen to your questions or your concerns and advise you accordingly. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a question for the gentleman there.
Go right ahead, please.
You hear me?
Yes, dear. What is your question, please?
All right. I had applied for disability grant for my kid's father, right? I applied since in April. And everything went through, and they say, hold on until whenever they call you. But up to now, I ain't got no call.
5 months.
Huh?
I'm saying 5 months.
Unfortunately, Zelisa, that's a common complaint with all the offices.
Yeah, and it's for a disability grant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the level of performance at the various offices needs a lot to be...
May I ask which office you went to?
Sandy Grandi.
Sandy Grandi. Okay, what do you say to this lady?
What I...
Huh?
Okay,
what I want to tell
you can listen
yeah.
off air now, darling, and he'll respond. Thank you. And I wish him a speedy recovery, yeah?
And one thing.
Yes.
Will he be getting like from the time he apply or just for the month that he gets it?
Normally, you will qualify from the month after he applies. All right?
Okay. All right then.
So you should receive a raise once it's approved.
Once it's approved, you will be, once it's approved, you'll get it from that time. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, darling. All the best. A speedy recovery. To that gentleman. 3847-142. Bye, Suresh. Sitaram, nice knowing that you're in our company, and my regards to your home circle and all of Lord Ganesh Choice's blessings on this beautiful time of Ganesh Utsav. Yeah? Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Zelisa. How are you going?
I'm good, thank you.
I want to ask a quick question.
Please, sure, go right ahead. Sure, ask please, go right ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go right ahead and ask your question.
Yes. What is happening? I applied for social benefits, for welfare benefits, and I've been refused twice. Could you advise me what to do my next? What is my next choice?
So you were refused twice. My suggestion is have your pen and paper ready. I will be sharing Mr. Ramtahal's number at the end of the program. My suggestion is that you call him, you contact him and let him advise you, because each case will be different and he will not know exactly why you were refused, but he will guide you accordingly. So have your pen and paper ready so that, so that you could get that number. Good morning, I'm listening to your program. I'm a 70-year-old pensioner. I receive, okay, we're not talking about NIS. I explained that in the beginning. Good morning, my brother lives in foreign for 20 years. Is he qualified to get his, okay, we're not talking about NIS, but I will say this, since he live abroad and he had NIS, yes, he can. So they could contact NIS. I know that for sure. Welcome, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
What's your
Good
question,
morning.
please, sir?
I'd like to get into the program.
Sure, you're live. Go ahead and ask your question, sir.
Yes, morning, Zelisa and Mr.
Morning,
Ramnath.
morning.
Is ownership of property any hindrance to one getting the old age pension?
Good
I
question.
listen okay.
Sure, thank you, Mr. Ramtal.
Ownership of a house does not debar you from receiving old age pension. What is the main consideration is your income. Is your house rented? Does it have a business? You know, that is income, not the property itself.
Okay, so let me ask this question now. If you have a property or the house that you're living in and that property is worth $5 million, can you qualify?
The fact that the value of it is $5 million, it doesn't debar you from qualifying for your old age pension.
And the
Income.
Right. So if you have a property, let's clarify this. If you have a property where you're home, but you have a business rented or you're renting part of it for an income, you cannot qualify. Once your income is over 5,000.
That's right. The regulations speak of income,
over
not value.
Right. Okay. So let's just get that clear. Excellent. Good morning and welcome. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hi,
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What is your question, please?
I applied for my pension when I was 65 years old.
Right.
They only gave me $1,500 because they said I was collecting NIS also. Is that okay? Is that
you were collecting?
how it's supposed to be?
What were you collecting? What did they say that you were collecting?
NIS.
Okay. So Mr. Ramtahal will take over from here. Listen to him now, Mr. Ramtahal.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Go ahead, Mr. Ramtahal.
Yes. If you have other income, there are 4 bands of old age pension. It depends on what other income you have. So that person might be getting 3,000 national insurance, and if that's her only income, she should be getting $2,500 per month. But apparently she would have some other form of income that where she's getting only $1,500. There are 4 bands of old age pension: $3,500 a month, $2,500 a month, $1,500 per month, and the last band is $500 per month, depending on your other income.
That's where you qualify, right? So now that we understand. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. I know something about pension.
Sure, sir. Go right ahead.
Yeah, what I want to know that if you are getting... Hello?
Yes, we're listening.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Please ask your question.
If you're getting a pension of 2,700. Hello?
Yeah. Sir, we are listening. Don't listen to your TV or your radio. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the program Conversations with Zelisa. Let me
hello.
say this before we go to the break. When you are calling, if you're looking at us on television, take the volume down. If you're listening to us on radio, take the volume down. We ask you to do that so you would listen to your phone so we don't have a delay, because there is a delay and that is wasting time. All right? So please, let's follow the rules. Yeah? So we could all get to those. Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Good
Morning.
Can I ask Mr. Ramtahal a question?
Yes, you can. Go right ahead, please.
All right. Good morning, Teresa. Have a wonderful day. And good morning to Mr. Ramtahal also.
Good morning
you,
to you,
darling.
my
I
dear.
want to find out whether if someone has lived in America for a number of years, but they keep coming back and forth, and they are not a citizen of America, but they are still a citizen of Trinidad, and they want to come back to Trinidad to live, would they be able to qualify for old age pension? I'm speaking about someone who is around the age of 72. Thank you.
Okay, before you go, let's get clarity. This person is around 72. They were living abroad and they now want to return to Trinidad to live, yes?
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
And they want to know if they will then be able to qualify for old age pension.
Yes, correct.
Good. And they will be living in Trinidad full time.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Ramtahal. Thank you, darling. Mr. Ramtahal, could you answer? All the best. Mr. Ramtahal?
Right. To qualify for old age pension, especially for those citizens who have lived abroad, you must have been living in Trinidad for 50 years.
Right.
All right. So if you are living in Trinidad if you have lived in Trinidad for 50 years and your income doesn't exceed $5,500 per month in terms of social security benefits that you might be receiving from the United States and things like that, you could qualify for old age pension, some form of old age pension.
Okay. So again, let me remind those, especially in situations like this where it's a little technical and you need to further investigate or answer further questions due to time restraints. When I share the number at the end of the program, you could call Mr. Ramtahal. So have your pen and paper ready and put on that Conversations with Zelisa. We're at the point where we need to go to a quick break. When we return, we continue our conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramtahal. We continue to take your calls. We continue to take your WhatsApp messages. Let's go to these messages.
Sharon's Bookstore. For all your school books, stationery items, uniforms, shoes, board games, toys, and much more. Visit them at any of their 3 branches located at 24 Eastern Main Road, Quezay, San Juan. Telephone number 675-9024 or 675-3607. 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, 663-1884, 663-1476, or 645-3878. Trin City Mall, Trin City, contact them at 640-3155.
Calm down, calm down.
Check out Sharon's Bookstore.
Looking for an adventure? Then come to Massa Nature Park. There are scenic spaces for picnics, adults and kids swimming pools, apartments for rent, huts for cooking, liming, and beautiful nature trails for hikes. Business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Conveniently located at Brasso, Grand Couva. Contact us at 777-4531 or 335-0183. Let the fun begin. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223 Tile.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm Zelisa. To all of our listeners on U975 FM Multicultural Radio, all of our viewers on Synergy TV, and all of our viewers on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, thank you so much for choosing us, allowing us to answer those unanswered questions, and of course to, help you and guide you. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning. May I speak to Mr. Ramsdale, please?
Ma'am, he's listening. Go right ahead and ask your question.
Okay. My husband, he was certified in 1969. He died 4 years now. I'm getting a survival benefit of $671. Both my sisters and my husband passed away, and they are receiving $1,500. How is that working out that I'm receiving $671 and they are receiving $1,500? Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Amtahal?
I'm not clear.
Well, she was referring to the life,
she was
her husband passed and she's getting whatever, and then her sisters. My suggestion, exactly, so he would have to get details on why in order to give you an answer that you're seeking or that you need to know. So remember to have your pen and paper. I'll share the number at the end of the program and you could call him and speak with him one-on-one. This question came in. I am accustomed signing life certificate with my ID alone. Do you have to take your passport and birth certificate now?
Yes.
So you have to take either one or both?
All.
All.
Both and a proof of address.
Good. So to that person you got the answer. Good morning and welcome. Hello? Hello?
Apparently we lost that.
Apparently we lost that question. I don't want to,
The life certificate exercise, Zelisa, is to ensure that the pensioner is alive, the pensioner is living in Trinidad and Tobago, and we need proof of where the person is living. So that we'll know sending the check or whatever.
That's why it's important.
Accurate. That's
okay.
Right.
Now, good morning. If your property has a parlor which is rented out for $2,000 a month, will you be denied the old age pension?
You will qualify for a reduced pension.
Not the full amount, but a reduced, because remember, you're getting an income.
Yes.
So they'll deduct that from the amount and that's what you'll get. Yeah, but you will still qualify to that person who has, and everybody's trying now to make a little extra dollar.
Exactly.
And if you
with the
could
cost of
utilize,
living.
that could help you to pay your bills, why not? At least, you know, you're thinking in a progressive way rather than sitting idly and, you know,
Yes.
taking it. Yeah, good. Welcome, good morning. All right, so your television or your radio is on. To that person, take the volume down first, then call us. 3847-142, 3847-142. Questions, concerns, comments. Just remember to please take the volume down before. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Zelisa.
Morning, sir.
And may all of the richest blessings come to you always.
Thank you, sir.
And to the gentleman with you.
Thank you very
Thank
much,
you, sir.
You're welcome. So here's the question.
Yeah.
If you have money in the bank, does that deter you from being able to be eligible? And yeah. Can I
Thank
get an
you.
answer for that?
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get an answer, but
one last question.
Yeah.
How long would you have to be residing in Trinidad and Tobago prior to being eligible? So when you turn 65, how many years do you need to be in the country before you are eligible? I think there was some requirement.
Okay, thanks for asking.
Or resident in the country.
Have
so
a
that's
good
two
day.
questions.
Two, yeah. So go to the how long you need to be in Trinidad, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
Go ahead.
You're supposed to be living in Trinidad for 50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
You must be here for 50
And the
years.
rationale is you cannot spend your years contributing to the economy for another country
building. Correct.
and then come back to Trinidad and
Right.
apply for benefits.
No, I
That's
thought
one.
the first question was a very good one.
Which one is that?
Whether
Yes.
if you have money in the bank.
Right. The ordinance says your income must not exceed $5,500 per month. What is your income? Your money in the bank is not income. The interest that is generated on that account becomes your income. So let me get that clear.
Good. And that's a very
So
good
the
question.
money in the bank, all that you already have in the bank is not your income. That's your savings. The interest on that account
is what will be calculated
as your income.
Okay, and it's a very good question. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Zelisa.
Morning. Can I get some volume, please?
Good morning,
Can you
my
speak
dear.
up, please?
Wishing both of you to be safe and healthy throughout.
Thank you,
You
darling.
too, my
you
dear.
too. You too.
Yeah. I'm calling in. It's worrying me because what happened, I have relatives abroad and I'm a senior citizen collecting my old age pension. I had worked here almost 30-something years. And when I go to NIS, what they did to me, I don't want information about it, but I'm referring to what they did to me. They couldn't find my record, they can't find this and that, and I had all my payslips to prove and they don't want to see it. And what they did, they just gave me a small lump sum of their choice and they disqualified me from a pension. So I decided now when I go back
Excuse me, ma'am.
Wait. They told me, well, I have to apply and I have everything and I qualified and I'm getting my pension. I want to know now the important thing about this part now. When you're traveling, if you have relatives abroad and you go for 2 weeks, or if in the space of within a year, a relative close to you might pass away and you wish to go back to attend the funeral or to go, they get sick or whatever, and you just go to look for them. If we don't have a little space or a little extra time that they could grant pensioners, because I knew of other pensioners who used to go across and spend like 2-3 months when they have sick relatives or when they need medical care. You know?
Okay.
Can you explain it, please? Thanks.
Right.
Wait. Okay. So.
As we explained, we do not contribute directly to the social welfare benefits, which is old age pension and public assistance and disability and so on. And therefore, there are certain conditions in which you qualify. All right? These benefits are not payable while you are living abroad or while you're spending a long time abroad. It doesn't prevent you from going for a short vacation. Once you do not spend a full month outside of the country, you are entitled to that benefit for that month. Okay? You spend 3 weeks, you know you're entitled to that benefit for that month. But if you spend more, a full month or more, then you do not qualify for that benefit for that month.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I just will this is a question that came in, and I'm going to review it, reread it, and when we return after the break, I'm going to respond to it. All right. Let's go. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, and try to get on the program.
You're live, sir. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. Are you hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, good morning and pleasant, and have a good day. I just want to make it quick. I'm a taxpayer. I'm a firefighter, and I got sick, and I had to go in early retirement, and I got a stroke, and I'm made the liability of having my contribution, so I'm getting the help through NIS, but I have a 12-year-old son and a wife, and I'm not able to sustain that, and I went to the other facility of the health and the community grant, and I was denied because they told me that I already getting NIS, but I told the lady that I was paying my dues all the time. And now I'm reaching this situation. Could I be advised, because I was denied, because the doctor gave me a letter for 1 year, that I'm unable to work and I cannot work, and now my diabetes is taking care of me in a different way, and I'm now in a situation of stage 5, and I can't even walk, but I need help. Would that grant, any grant could help me, please? Thank you.
Okay, sir.
I would need some further
Yeah,
information
Mr. Ramtahal, what he's indicating to me is that he would really like to speak to you one-on-one, so he could ask some particular questions in order for him to really give you the answer that you need to hear, right? So I'm going to share his number later on. Have your pen and paper ready. Right, Mr. Shankar Ramtahal, and I will share the number later on. And for those of you, if you don't have, you're working and you don't have access to writing or saving it, you could always send me a WhatsApp message and I will forward his number to you. I'm always very helpful with regards to, trying to help people. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, welcome. What's your question, please?
My son is saying gentleman. I believe the rate sheet I have for the taxes, the pension is wrong. Because what it says is from 3,000 to 3,005, you're entitled to 2,500, right? But on the second bracket, they come back to the same 3,500 to 4,500, which is wrong. So it's supposed to be 3,600 to 4,500. Could you clarify that for me, please?
Okay, Mr. Ramtahal, do you understand the question?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, could you answer? Okay, sir, he'll answer you now. Go right ahead, sir.
No, it will be, there are 4 bands of old age pension. So once you don't qualify for the higher one, you qualify for the second highest one. And if you don't qualify for the second highest one, you qualify for the third amount of old age pension. So that's how it operates.
Okay. So we're going to go to a break at this time. When we return, we continue our conversation with Mr. Shankar Ramtahal. We continue to take your calls. We continue to take your WhatsApp messages to 3847142. A gentle reminder, please take the volume down on your television, take the volume down on your radio before you call if you're calling us live. Have your pen and paper ready, because I am going to be sharing his number just before we close things off. All right, stay with us. Let's go to these messages.
India in Style Expo has declared its final extension. Located just behind KFC next to Fun Station La Romaine, will definitely be closing on Monday 2nd October. South Trinidad, shop for Ganesh Utsav, Navratri and Diwali. Enjoy delicious vegetarian Indian food. India in Style Expo, located behind KFC next to Fun Station La Romaine from 11 AM to 9 PM. We're also open on weekends.
Bollywood Garba Night at the Mid-Center Mall Dome on the 14th of October. Garba, Bollywood Music and Dance Festival. Best 3 dancers win big. Tickets for flat $100 starts 7 p.m. until late. Mark the date, Sunday 14th October, first time ever in Trinidad. Bollywood Garba Night on the 14th of October at the Mid-Center Mall Dome.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Passage to Asia, the award-winning restaurant and banquet suite located in the heart of Chaguanas, the best fusion food restaurant in Trinidad and Tobago. From the second you enter to the moment you leave, you will be treated like royalty. Come, dine in luxury and enjoy the finest combination of Asian cuisine prepared by skilled and qualified chefs. At Passage to Asia, the experience is truly unforgettable. Perfect for families, couples, and large groups. Passage to Asia, located at St. Ives Street, Chaguanas. Contact 672-2701. Also, visit us on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, and of course to all of our viewers on Synergy TV, all those of you on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, and all of our dear listeners near and far on U975 FM Multicultural Radio. Thank you for choosing us. Now, somebody sent me a message and I'm going to explain something that's extremely important. It is very important that you listen attentively so you understand when my guests that I have speak. Mr. Ramtal is not a guest anymore, he's part of the program. Now this came in and it says it's 20 or 25 years but not 59 years as the gentleman claimed. Now this is regard to living abroad, and so there's clarity. I'm going to read what is that you should understand, and then I'm going to allow Mr. Ramtahal to explain what he said. He never said 59 years, first of all, he said 50. So we are going to have some clarity to this, because it's important that we understand when we say something that there is clarity, not misleading, all right? And this is what it says. The senior citizen pension is a monthly grant paid to pensions aged 65 or more based on their income and residential status. Social senior citizens pension recipients must be residents in Trinidad and Tobago for 20 years preceding the date of application. When Mr. Ramtahal spoke about 50 years, he was talking about if you've lived, so he will now explain. Yes. Please explain, sir.
That is, in totality, it must be 50 years, in totality.
Right. So it's 50 years, but again,
if you lived abroad.
If you've lived abroad, for you to qualify, you would have lived in Trinidad for 50 years. Yes. All right? So let's get some clarity there, because I don't want to sound as if we're misleading people. Good morning, I'm getting disability and a food card. Can I apply for a school grant for my daughter? Mr. Ramtal.
He or she's
Good morning, I am getting disability and a food card. Can I now apply for a school grant for my daughter?
Firstly, you're not supposed to be getting 2 grants.
Okay.
so that you know, so that he or she needs to visit the office.
Okay. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, I just want to ask a question, please.
Please ask.
Huh?
Please go right ahead, sir.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm hearing the TV or radio on, and I've specifically said take the volume down. We don't have time to waste. I am 69 years old. Due to COVID, I did not apply for old age pension. So, is it too late for me to apply? God bless you all. Mr. Amtahal.
No, it's not too late.
It's not too late.
But it is not retroactive. It
Yeah,
is
you
not
wouldn't
paid
get for the
retroactive.
past
That's right.
2 years, right? But go right ahead and apply. Good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
I have a question. What really happened? I have one of my family members, right? They are getting the NIS. Country, they are getting
All
the
right.
NIS.
Okay, ma'am, as I said, we are not talking about NIS.
Would he allow to get a disability grant? I would like to know, please. Thank you.
No,
okay, love.
The answer is no, because once your income exceeds $1,000 per month, it disqualifies you from receiving a disability grant.
Okay.
So she receiving the NIS payment would prevent him from getting the disability grant, would disqualify him in fact.
Okay.
Okay?
Good. 3847142, questions, concerns, comments. You could also send your WhatsApp messages. A gentle reminder when you're calling, before you call, take the volume down on your television, take the volume down on your radio first, so you don't get a feedback. Listen into the phone, all right? And I can tell because we hear the feedback, all right? So if you have any questions or concerns, we're here to help you, we're here to guide you, but let's follow the rules. Take the volume down first, then call, or you could send your WhatsApp messages. Mr. Amtahal?
I want to go back to that person who said that she's receiving a disability grant and a food card. That is wrong. You're only entitled to one grant. Now, the food card is a quick assistance to a person or family who doesn't qualify for another grant.
So are you saying that there's a loophole that person, how did that person then get both?
Well, you know, this is Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
You understand? So I need not say any more. But you're not supposed to be receiving two grants.
Okay, understood. Good morning and welcome.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
To Mr. I have a question. I've applied for my pension and it's going 3 months ago, and I haven't seen anybody come to visit us yet.
Well, darling, it's you and many, many others in the country are going through that same situation. But a gentle, you know, an advice, perhaps you could go into to them and you could explain your situation, speak to a supervisor, and I'm sure they would listen to you and give you some sort of...
My husband died and I'm not getting another mean of income, 3 years mean of income.
Yeah, and it's difficult.
You know what is sad, Zal?
Yeah, okay, ma'am, you and many others are in that situation.
That's
so our suggestion again is to probably go in and remind them, listen, I'm waiting, what's going on? And explain to them your situation. Your husband used to be the breadwinner. He would bring in the income to pay the bills. He's died, you know, may he rest in peace. And it's difficult for you, and talk to the supervisor, let them know the truth, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, darling, you be good, and accept my sympathy.
And what is sad, Zelisa, is that the administration at the head office, that is in turmoil. A lot of officers were suspended. And you're not hearing the minister making no announcement as to what is being done to have the department improved.
You
that
know,
is so sad.
I will share something with you. You see that gentleman who we spoke to with regards to he served this country as a firefighter. The man served this country as a firefighter.
Right.
Let's face it, right? He gave to this country.
A high-risk job.
Right? Unfortunately, the man fell ill. I heard he said he had a stroke. He has a daughter he has to take care of. He has no form of other income because it's not like he could try and do something, you know. The man had a stroke.
That's right.
Let's try and understand.
Exactly.
He has a 12-year-old, if my memory serves me right, a 12-year-old child that's going to school. He was the breadwinner. in a situation like this,
Of
don't
course,
you think
of course, of course.
especially
That child should
those
be
who would have
receiving- that's
served
right.
this land,
Mhm.
that this child could get some kind of
That's
assistance
right.
to go to school or some kind of, people who gave their life risk, according to you, a high-risk job, man.
And I endorse your concern. I endorse your concern.
These are the things we need to
That's
put in
right.
place, man. Good, welcome.
morning.
Morning. Morning.
Good morning. I want to speak to Mr. Ramta.
Yes, please,
I have
go-
a question for him.
Go right ahead.
I just get pension, right? But last year when I went, one of the wood on the swimming with was light, and I went by the people that started. Now when they got them again, and they did. I was starting to have to do my next one.
Life certificate exercise?
No, something
Yes,
went wrong
yes,
with the
yes,
name.
yes.
No, something went wrong with the
Yes.
name, and he probably went to a justice of the peace
Right.
or somebody for the affidavits to say. Right, go ahead.
If I have to do for next one again this year.
Yes, every year you have to do a life certificate exercise. That is to make sure that you are alive, so that your pension
Yeah.
shall continue and that you're living in Trinidad and Tobago.
But the person who was signatory for me, I'm saying making sure that I know before I want a year. If that person died, do I have to do over next one?
I can't understand why that person...
That's a very confusing question. I don't understand that question. What you want to do over? Who died?
No, but the person who the name was spelled wrong.
Right, so you fix that.
We had get somebody to come and signatory for me, make
Right.
sure that I know before I want a year.
Right.
So the person died, now if I have to do over next one.
No, that is
No.
still valid.
No.
That is,
Okay then,
that is
thank you.
still valid.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. No problem. Good.
Yeah.
All the best to you. I'm happy to know that, we could address a lot of... Whoa. Okay.
You see what
Zelisa, one can receive disability or public assistance together with a food card, and it's legal, authorized by social welfare. Okay, this is based on an individual case. It's dropped upon receipt of... Okay, well, I'm hearing this. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. I'm not an authority. That's why I have Mr.
Send
Ramtahal.
that for me, please. Let me see.
Yeah. What it says, okay, and I'm not going to even go there. Hi, Zelisa. I live in a house owned by my brother-in-law where part is rented, but he is receiving the money. Can I qualify? Can I still qualify? Thank you.
It depends on the ownership of the property.
Well, he's living in the house owned by his brother-in-law. He's not the owner of the house.
Yeah, so that wouldn't affect that person
So that's not going to affect you, okay?
negatively.
Good morning. Sorry, I missed part of your program, so I'm not sure if this question was asked. At what age should a person start to apply for old age pension?
In the month of your 65th birthday.
Right. And I want to say to this person that we also have a repeat every day on Synergy TV at 3 o'clock. So if you've missed it, you could look at it later, or you could go to Facebook and YouTube any time of your convenience and look at the show, okay? Just a gentle reminder to that person. Good morning. Once I applied for old age pension, is it retroactively paid of the pension payment starts month after?
Your payment starts the month, if it is approved, it starts the month after you apply.
Good morning. How long does it take to get public assistance after carrying in your documents?
It depends on the workload of the officer. I mean, there are people waiting 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, and things like that. And the administration seems to be numb when it comes to that delay.
Mr. Ramtal, we have to wrap things up. I want to thank you kindly to all those of you for further questions, concerns, and I ask you to have your pen and paper. You could get Mr. Chankar Ramtal at 753-5264, 753-5264. That's the number in which he could be reached. Very soon we'll have an ad on radio, so you could listen to that and get the information. 753-5264, Mr. Chankar Ramtahal. Again, sir, we look forward to you joining us next week. Heartfelt thanks again.
My pleasure.
All the best. Here's reminding each and every one of you that with God, all things are possible. Reminding you, we have repeats at 3 o'clock on Synergy TV, or you could go on to Facebook, YouTube, anytime and look at the program. I thank you kindly for choosing us. I ask you to be good, law-abiding citizens. And God bless you. Have yourselves a great day today. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani. Thanks again.